Okay guys, hello, and today I'm going to be doing this look for you. And so what I'm going to do is, this is a new series that I'm going to start, and I'm going to go through my eyeshadow palette collection. I'm going to go through it, one palette in each video, and I'm going to demo the palette on my eyes for you, and I'm going to talk about why I bought the palette. Today's video is actually going to feature two because I bought these two at the same time. So in this video you're going to 2 for 1. But it's going to be talking about the Naked Basics, Ultimate Naked Basics palette, and the Urban Decay Nocturnal palette, which is what I've got on my eyes today, both of those palettes. So if you're into this series and you want to hear about my eyeshadow journey, keep on watching. So this is going to be kind of a 2 for 1 because I bought these two palettes together. At the time, I had a lot of shimmer shadows because I was only using drugstore shadows. And as we all know, back in the day, the drugstore didn't have the greatest matte options, although they're getting better now. But back then I was looking for a palette with mainly matte because that's what I needed. And so I went full in for the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics because I couldn't decide what colors I wanted, and this pretty much has all of them. So for this eye look today, I think I'm gonna I go into nudie first, which is just like what it says, a pale nude color. I'm gonna go with that all over my eyelid. I tend to lay this one down first anytime I use this palette, just to sort of have a good base going. Then I'm going to go into the color Faith, which is like a medium brown. And Urban Decay's shadows blend so easily. I love how their shadows blend. They're pigmented, but they're not like insanely pigmented. And I think for me, these shadows were a really good beginning palette to start with because of their blendability. I'll be honest here, I actually bought first the Tartist Pro palette because it has a lot of mattes and it also has those really pretty like foiled shimmer colors. But at the time, like that, there's a reason why they call it a Tartist Pro palette. It's because you really need to be a pro at makeup and at blending and all that to use it. So I promptly ended up returning it because it's not that it's a bad palette, but it's not a beginner friendly palette. And for me, I was a beginner when it comes to like blending eyeshadows and when it comes to doing pretty much any of that. I was a beginner. So I just didn't know how to use that palette. Now next I'm going to go into this orangey color called Extra Bitter. Now Extra Bitter is like a matte orangey coppery color. I'm going to go into that one just here on my outer corner and like right in my crease, just to add some warmth. And like I said, these are so easy to blend, and they're soft, they're pigmented, super blendable. That's just my favorite thing about Urban Decay's eyeshadows. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit Extra Bitter and run that along my lash line. So that's another thing I love about this palette, is that there is the color Below, which it's not really a shimmer. I don't know, I think they call it a satin. And it's basically that perfect brow bone highlight. I use this to sort of blend out the edges and to highlight my brow bone. There we go. All the way to a matte black called Blackjack. a blackjack. You can of course blend it on your outer corner, do whatever you want with it, but I love using it, just smudging a little bit of it right there on my lash line as my liner. Okay, so there we go. So that's how I use that palette, and there's tons of colors in there. I can do a cool tone look. Today, since I have in my blue contacts, I just decided to do a warm tone look. Now, of course, you could leave this like that or add some shimmer if you want. But I really love this palette for just an all-over matte shadow look. Okay, now, as I also said, I got this palette. I got sucked into getting this one, and I'll show you why. I basically got this palette for the color Lounge, which is that pretty green right there below my nose. It's so pretty, you guys, and it's a duochrome. At the time, I was new to duochrome, so I was like, what? That's so gorgeous. And I got this palette basically for that one color. Now this palette, starting from this side, there's that pinky one, which is called Fireball. That one's a little disappointing, honestly. It's supposed to be a duochrome also, but I've never gotten it to show up that great. That purple called Backfire is okay. Lounge is amazing. Next to it is Armor, which is also really, really pretty. There is a matte black and a matte brown in here too, which aren't bad. But the colors Midnight Cowboy, Baby, Half Baked, on this bottom one row here. Not this orange. This orange is not that great. But those three right there, Half Baked, and then next to it, Baby, and then next to that, Midnight Cowboy. Those are gorgeous. I love all these. So because of the mixture of colors that's in here, you really, even though it's called the Nocturnal palette, you really can do some nice daytime looks with this, which is kind of what I'm going to do right now. And then I might add a pop of Lounge on like my lower lash line maybe, just to show you how it works. So let's see. I think I'm going to go into Half Baked because it's like a more warm toned goldish color. Really pretty right there. Really pretty. And this is one of the more popular like Urban Decay shimmers. But look at that. I mean, for a reason. Like, look how that just amped up that eye. Dip it into Lounge. We're just gonna smoke it under here. This is the prettiest color to pack all on your lid, and you really get that pop of like green that shows from the duochrome. Okay, so I've now got Lounge smudged on my lower lash line. You see a little bit of that pop of like duochrome green, and when you don't see the green, you see like this sort of smoky red color, and I just love that color. Okay, but I popped on some mascara, and that completes this look. If you like this series, let me know if you want me to keep doing it. The next palette that would be in this series would be this one. It is the Tarte Don't Quit Your Daydream palette. This was the next palette that I got after those two. So if you want to see that, let me know. Leave me a comment, leave me a DM. Let me know on YouTube in the comments, wherever you find this video. Let me know if you want me to continue this series. And thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye guys.